in your mind's eye, do exactly what nature does sometimes. Cut through a section of one of the bundles, perhaps the eye, for example. Now, what do you think will happen? The animal will be born with no eyes, or perhaps it will have a single one in the middle of its forehead.
What will become a pair of eyes initially is a single group of cells. It's what's called an eye field. That single group of cells gets split into two by the formation of a midline, so the central region of the developing nervous system. And that splitting to form the two eyes, if that doesn't happen, you wind up with cyclopia.
So it could be that the Cyclops was not a creature of the fables.
You can take, in theory, any cell from the adult body. You remove the genetic material from that cell and you transfer it into an unfertilized egg.
One man dividing into an infinity of atom-sized men that you could wrap up in leaves of paper, like insect eggs spun into a cocoon, sleeping a while in a chrysalis and then breaking out like butterflies.
You then initiate development of that egg, and it begins to divide and develop as a normal embryo.
He said human polyps have either happened in the past or they will in the future. Besides, what do we know about the state of affairs on other planets? Human polyps on Jupiter or Saturn? Males dividing into more males, females into more females. I like the idea of that.
If it all goes right, then you'll end up with an animal, or in theory a human, that looks identical to the individual from which you took the original cell.
A society of ready-made men. An entire province populated by the dust of one man alone. What a pleasant thought.
What this whole process shows is that every cell in the adult body is able to give rise to another copy of that individual.
In this immense ocean of matter, not one molecule resembles another or itself from one moment to the next.
I might have a photon or an electron that I could either describe as a particle or a wave. I ask, are you a wave? And it says yes, and acts like a wave after that point. If I ask, are you a particle? It says yes, and then after that point it's a particle. So by asking, are you a wave or are you a particle, what I've done is I forced the particle to choose,